Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday, happy Friday. It is so nice outside today. It is so nice. There is a breeze, which I don't hardly ever get on the front porch. I hardly ever get a breeze up here, but I can feel a breeze. It's a little windy outside today. It was cloudy. It's still cloudy, but it was completely cloudy earlier, and it's been sunnier as the day has gone on. But it's very nice tonight. I talked to Alex, but so just ran, well, didn't just, we've been back for a little while. But Alex went to brunch earlier, and then he came home and he ran. I went to Costco, Costco, Trader Joe's, the post office. We stopped somewhere else. Where else did we stop? I can't remember the other place that we stopped. Oh, the gas station. The gas station so I could get a fountain pop. Cheers. Fountain pop time. I've been craving a fountain pop for like the last 2 days. So got a fountain pop. I was like, where else do we go? That was the first place we went. So Alex went to brunch, and then I filmed some videos while he was gone. And then when he came home, the pups had been playing all day long, being crazy. So they were like ready to take a little nap. So they were starting to settle down a little bit. So I was like, this is the perfect time to go and run some errands. So we went and ran some errands, and then we came home. And then I get them all settled and all that kind of stuff. And now they are relaxing, and they are chewing on some bones and relaxing. And I was like, perfect time to come out and film a vlog. And then tonight, Alex and I, we're gonna watch the final destination. I don't know if it'll be the final one, but 6, I think it's called Bloodlines. We're gonna watch that. And then he'll probably watch some Love Island, some other season, and I've got some other shows to watch. And then, yeah, so that's gonna be tonight. Just very relaxing. But let's start this off with a time and temperature check, because I've been trying to have very ordered vlogs lately, but that doesn't happen. So let's start it off. Okay, it is currently 5:18 p.m. and the temperature is, Alex's car on the way back said it was 77. So, oh, it is currently 77 degrees in Indianapolis. What's the coolest it's supposed to get down to tonight? 63, 62, oh, 60. It's gonna get down to 60 tonight, and then tomorrow, ooh, not much warmer, 78, cloudy skies early, but partly cloudy in the afternoon. Sunday, 81, Monday, 82, Tuesday, partly cloudy in the morning. I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. I'm not excited about it. I was calling to like confirm the appointment, and they're like, well, we can actually, because it was like for later in August, and they're like, we can actually get you in on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. And I was like, okay, let's just do it. Because I'll get it done, and then I can come home and, you know, take the dogs out, and everything is around the dogs now. So I was like, okay, if the appointment takes me, usually I have to wait a while. So I'll probably be there from like 8 to 8:30 waiting, and then get done by like 9:30 and be home by 10. And then I can, like, you know, take them out, you know, get their day started, and I can film some videos. So it'll be good on Tuesday. And then I don't know if Tanya and I are going to go to a meeting on Tuesday night or not. We do not have therapy on Tuesday. We actually have therapy this week on Wednesday. He couldn't do Tuesday this week. So he was like, can you guys any other day? And we were like, yeah, we can do any day. So we're doing therapy on Wednesday night this week. Yeah. So anyway, and Caroline cannot do this week for Cousin Fun Day, so there will be no cousin. That's why I ran some errands today and did some stuff. And Alex was like, do me errands. So I have a couple errands I might need to run tomorrow too. And he was like, when we were coming home, he was like, oh, I wanted to get my car washed. He's like, well, I'll just do that tomorrow. And then I was like, okay, and then I can like run some of my errands too. So just a few things that are like closer to the car wash. I was like, that's perfect, because then I can, there were things that could have waited till like next week, like getting review stuff and whatever. But, so anyway, it has been a good day so far. My lower back is starting to hurt. So I have not walked in several days, even though I said I was going to start walking again. What did I say? Wednesday night when it would cool down? Was that Wednesday night? I think it was Wednesday night. No, it was last night. I was going to start walking again because it cooled down. But I didn't do that. So when we were coming back tonight, I said to Alex, I said, I've got to start getting back into my walks again. He was like, you should do it tonight. He's like, tonight's a really nice walk. And I was like, or he was like, tonight would be a really nice night to walk because it's so nice outside. I was like, I do want to, because I haven't been listening to a lot of my audiobooks either, or reading. So I got to get back into my walk so I can listen to my audiobooks, which will then inspire me to read. Although last night I did read some of the Zombie Fallout book by Mark Tufo. I'm only on book 1, but I'm loving it so far. So anyway, I did read some of that last night. So I actually did read a little bit last night. So every day, it's like, you know, I'm not used to having the pups here. So it's like getting used to their schedule and, you know, then, okay, I kind of know like when they're going to nap or when they're going to, you know, be tired. I have them on a very strict schedule of like getting them up and when they eat and things like that. Last night they crashed very, very late last night. I think it was like 2, it was almost 2 o'clock. Well, Walter came over first. They were playing on the floor while I was watching shows. And Walter came up and he was like, this is on the side of the chair, so I picked him up. And then he like lays right next to me and he puts his little head on my leg. And he falls asleep real quick. Well, when they fall asleep, they are out. Like they fall asleep. And then Otis was playing with his like bone for like probably another half an hour. I think I wrote it down. What time was it? Walter and Otis. That was day 6. Today is day 7. So tomorrow will have been a week since they've come home to our house, which feels so surreal. I played until they fell asleep next to me in the chair. Walter came up at 1:40. Otis came up at 2. So by 2 o'clock, they were like in the chair. But usually they come up a little bit earlier than that. And last night they were playing kind of late. So, but it was good. Last night was a good night. They're definitely getting more comfortable here. Like today, I was sitting in the living room. I was working on the computer. I was doing like, I'd done some cameos and I was trying to get caught up on some of these cameos. And I was just doing some stuff on the computer and whatever. I was like making thumbnails for some of these videos that I'd filmed. And they were just like sitting in the bed. And I like looked over and they were just like sitting over there, like just sitting, like looking around. Like, I think the first couple days, they were so excited and they like didn't really know, like this was all new to them, you know. But I think the more that like time goes on, the more comfortable they're getting. So anyway, so yeah, so everything's going good. Last night, I was telling Alexis, they are like voracious eaters, so especially Walter. So they're eating like still like half like kibble and half like wet food, but now I would say it's probably like a tablespoon of this, because the vet and Tanya Jean both said mostly like kibble, like the hard food. And so I'm trying to like wean them off of the wet food. So anyway, but it's Royal Canin, I guess it's Canin. So thank you guys for letting me know, because I asked in a video, I was like, is it canine? Is it Canin? I mean, canine would make sense, right? But it's Canin, I guess. But they're on the puppy one. So the kibble, it's kibble, is that what I meant to say? Is that what I called it? Anyway, the kibble's real small. And then, so like for each, they eat like twice a day. And I put probably a tablespoon of the wet. It comes in these little cans. It looks like just wet kibble is what it looks like. But anyway, Walter like eats his in like 2 seconds. Like, I mean, he literally is probably done in like, I mean, he eats so fast, I kind of worry about him, you know? And then I take him out, and that's real fun, because, like, then, you know, Otis is still eating, and I'm, like, getting the leash on, you know, Walter to take him out and stuff like that, and then he poops, and then I bring him in, and by the time that he's done, or by the time that he's pooped, like, Otis is done eating. Otis will, like, halfway through eating, it takes him probably, I said 5 minutes, it probably takes him 10 or 15 minutes to eat, by the time, because he's so small, by the time that he gets done, like, halfway through, he sits down. I was telling Alex that last night. He like sits down on the ground and he like just eats as he's sitting down there. Alex goes, kind of like a human. I go, yeah, kind of like a human. So then when I take Otis out to poop, because they poop like right after they eat. When I take Otis out to poop and do his business, I guess I should just say do his business, but we all know what dogs and cats do, right? They poop. Anyway. So when I take Otis out, of course Walter wants to go out too. So then it's like getting them both, you know, on their leashes and taking them out, all kind of stuff. But anyway, But they're getting very used to like this schedule and like knowing like when I pick them up to like put them in their house at night, like their house is what I call their crate. When I pick them up to go down there, and they know the word like house, they know the word like upstairs. I don't know if they know it, but they're like they understand. Like when I go, let's go upstairs, they like run up at, you know. Anyway, like if we're outside and I'll go. They're not learning potty yet, and I'm trying to like with the leash training to teach them their names. But like last night when I took them out and then I brought them in, I was like, let's go have dinner. They like both like perked up. So I don't know if they're like, I don't know. I can't believe they're catching on to words that quickly, you know. But anyway, they're real sweet. So yeah, last night I fed them, and then what was last night? Thursday night. I can't even remember anyway. Alex was, oh, I know. So, did yesterday I just filmed like a vlog? Oh, I filmed a vlog in the chair earlier, yeah. So then Alex went and he got like the IV, the thing with his friend. And then afterwards, they went to HC Tavern, I think it's called, in Fishers. I haven't been there in forever. And so he texted me and he was like, do you want something? Do you want me to bring you something home? And I was like, I haven't been there, like I said, so I don't really know what they have. And he's like, they have really good like tomato soup and grilled cheese. And I was like, oh, it's cold tonight? Remember I was wanting to watch spooky shows? That never happened. Oh, this is why. Okay, so when I got done, so the vlog yesterday was kind of a mess, which some people were like, I kind of like this like disjointed vlog. But anyway, it was kind of a mess because I filmed the first half and then the camera fell and then I took them outside and the neighbors and then I had therapy. So then I finished it after therapy. So then after that, when I got the vlog rendered and did all that, I took them upstairs and we were just laying there. And this is the second time that I've like, I don't know, they're just like laying there next to me. And when they fall asleep, they're so comforting to me. So Otis like goes in between the pillows and sleeps. Like little Boo Radley used to do that. But I mean, Otis is so small, he goes in there. And then Walter was sleeping on one of the, because I had one of the beds on the bed. And then he came and like he like came right next to Otis and then they were asleep. And again, Alex came home and he was like, hello. And then like they both like, because I woke up, because like one of them like perked their heads up and I like looked to see if they were both there and they were both there. But anyway, and so then Alex came upstairs. He was like, did you guys fall asleep again? I was like, yeah, I'm loving it. But it was only for like a half an hour. So, oh, this is the construction people that are redoing that house. They are moving on that house over there. So then I brought them downstairs, took them out, and then Alex kind of watched them while I was like eating. And I can't remember what I watched last night while I was eating. Some reality kind of thing. Oh, I was gonna watch. No. I was gonna watch Big Brother. At that point, I think it was right at 8 o'clock. Like Alex got home at like 10 till 8, I think. And so I was like, oh, this is perfect because he's bringing my dinner home and it'll be like right at Big Brother time and whatever. So then when he came home, he was like, when he came upstairs, he was like, do you want to watch Miami? We have Real Housewives of Miami. Oh, we have, you know what? We have Orange County tonight because it was on last night. So I was like, well, I was going to watch Big Brother. He's like, well, you can do that. I was like, no, let's just watch Miami. So we watched Miami and I ate the tomato soup and the grilled cheese. Okay, this grilled cheese that he brought me last night, I don't know what kind of cheese it had on it. It had like 4 different kinds of cheese, but it also had mushrooms and onions on it. Oh my God. It was so good. So good. So anyway, I ate that. And then we watched Miami. And so I take them out like every hour, hour and a half. Took them out. Then we watched What Happens Live. And it was a Julia from Miami. And Isaac Mizrahi was on there. We watched that. We watched another one. I can't remember which one other one we watched. Who was it? I don't know. But then Alex wanted to watch something upstairs. So we went upstairs and played with the pups for probably like half an hour, 45 minutes. They started getting really, really tired. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put them in their crate for like an hour, hour and a half, and I'm going to lay down and take a nap. And he was like, okay. Walter was so sleepy that when I was carrying him downstairs to the crate, to the house, he was like asleep. I just like laid him in there. They're so sweet. They love their little house. It's so funny because now like, so if you crate train your dog, you'll know what I'm talking about. But like if you put blankets in there, we always try to like make it like real nice, you know? But like they move the blankets around. So then when you come in there, you look in there, like you can see where they move like the blankets around, like where they like them. It's so cute. Boo and Tucker used to do the same thing. So, I mean, there's like 6 blankets in there or something like that. They have little blankets, they have the fuzzy blankets, they have the Costco blankets, they have this red plaid blanket that we've literally passed down through all the dogs. And it's this blanket that I had like, it was like a picnic blanket, this red plaid picnic blanket that I had like in high school, and I've had it all these years. It has like all these holes in it, but the dogs always love it. So I was just like, it doesn't have like any specific meaning to the dog, any dog. So, but of course, it's always every dog's favorite. Like, they always love this one. I don't know why. It was probably like, at the time, like $5.99 from Walmart or something like that. I don't even know where I got it. But anyway, so then I laid down and took a nap, but I couldn't really sleep. Like, Alex was watching something, and I kept on rolling over, and he was like, can you not sleep? He was like doing this to my arm. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, I just can't sleep. He's like, why not? So today, Alex was asking me this earlier. He was like, how was your anxiety today? My anxiety was better today. I know this might sound strange, but it's almost kind of like the more I implement my old schedule to now having the dogs, like with filming videos and all that kind of stuff, like the more I'm getting used to it. Like the first couple days, I honestly was like, lay down in the bed and just like watch them because I was like so worried about them. And that's what kind of felt like when Boo was like pacing and when he was sick. I was so constantly like hyper-focused on, is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? As each day goes by, it gets a little bit better because I'm like, oh, well, you know, like if they're not in like the first 4 days, like if I was sitting in the chair and they were not right in front of me, I was like, where are they? Where are they? I'm not like that anymore. I mean, we've got all the barriers up and stuff like that. And so they can't really get into a whole lot of trouble. Like half the time when I get up, like, and I look to see where they're at, they're just standing in the kitchen, which I don't know why they do that. They'll just stand in the kitchen. And then I'm like, do you guys want water? What do you want? But if you give them water, you gotta take them right outside because they pee right away, right? So, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I was prepared for it, but it is a lot of work. Like, I mean, it's a lot of work. And I knew, and Alex is like, I told you these are your dogs. I'm like, I know. He just laughs, you know. But he's been super, super helpful. Alex has been real helpful. I mean, I think one of them, so when I go to bed at night after I put them in their crate, like I look all over the floor to make sure that they haven't like peed anywhere or whatever. So today Alex was like, I think you missed a dog turd last night. Otis poops outside every single time, but Walter is the one, like I can take him out and he just wants to play out in the grass. And so, which is, I mean, they need to play out in the grass, you know. I'm kind of honestly thinking about, does anybody have one of these? My friends have told me to get these. A couple of my friends have told me to get them. They're not really playpens, but they're like fenced in little areas that I could put like right here, and then they could just kind of like play in it outside while I sat here. I thought for like late summer, early fall, not on super hot days, but when it's cooler, like I could watch a show and they could just be sitting out here. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They're like these little plastic, like, they're like playpens, but they don't really have like a bottom on them. And some of them do have bottoms, but most of them don't. And then like right here, I could just put it down and put it like a blanket inside, and then they could just like be outside and, you know, play. I'm thinking about getting one of those. So anyway, because you can kind of like extend them and make them as long as you want, and then they could like walk down the walkway. I mean, not all the way down, but you know, they can go like 5 or 6 feet, and they could be outside if I was out here, you know. Even if I was filming a vlog, they could just, you know, be out here or whatever. So, I mean, they play and play and play. Like last night, I could tell like when they were starting to wind down, because probably like a half an hour before they sat in the chair next to me, they did laps through the house. Like they go from like, well, they go backwards. The other dogs used to go through the kitchen to like the right side of the chair and around. They go the other way. I don't know why, but so they just were doing constant laps. And it's so funny because they'll go, and then Walter goes, jump, jump, bed. Like he does these huge jumps into the bed. Not like the bed upstairs. They're like little dog bed on the floor. He does that on the bed upstairs too. Like, I mean, that dog is part kangaroo, I think. So anyway, but then what's so funny is, so Otis is so little and he's like chasing and running after him, right? And then, but then they'll like sit down, and then all of a sudden like Otis will just take off, and then Walter will start chasing him. So they do that for like a half an hour. But I feel like that's like when they have like their last bit of energy and they know they're getting tired or something. I don't know. Like you can tell, because that's like the last thing they do before they like just crash out and then they are asleep. When I finally pick him up to put him in the chair, it's literally probably from the point that I put him next to me, it's like 30 seconds and he is out. Otis kind of goes back and forth between the chair and the ottoman, and then finally he curls over next to his brother, and then they just like, they either sleep face to face or on top of each other. It's real cute. So yeah, that was last night. And then when I got up from my nap, I took them out and I got them like those like apple chicken bone things that they like. The thing about it is I've gone through like almost a bag of them. There weren't that many in there. I think there was only like 8 or 10 in there anyway. They're real small. They're like that big. But they eat like, well, you don't eat them. They like chew on them. They chew on like half of them. They're not bones. They're made from like chicken and apple and something else. I don't know. But they like chew like half of them, and then they just throw them down. Then they want new ones. I'm like, no, you have old ones. They're like, we don't want those old ones, Dad. We want the slippers they love, the slippers and the shoes and all that. But anyway, by the way, so when I called the vet to ask about like the spray stuff that you put on like furniture and stuff, because they love like the carpet on the stairs, they love the furniture in the kitchen. So they're like, I was like, is there like a safe, like the bitter spray that you can get that's supposed to keep dogs from biting and stuff? The vet was like, oh yeah, this one that we love, like is all natural, blah, 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 whatever. It's like super safe. We love it too. We recommend to everybody. Okay, it does not work. I don't know what the brand is. But they had it at PetSmart and I bought it, and it was like $19.99. It does not work. I'm telling you right now, I could spray it and they could be biting it the next second. It does not work. It does not deter them at all. So when we were playing with them last night, it was so funny because Alex was like, he goes, Walter looks like he's bigger than he was when we got him last weekend. And I go, do you think so? I mean, next to each other when you see him, because Otis is so small, like Walter does look bigger, but Alex was like, he was talking to me, he was like, Walter, you're bigger than Pee-Pee was before Pee-Pee was, passed away. And I'm like, he's not bigger than Pee-Pee was at the end. He's like, he's pretty big, Peter. He's like, how big is he supposed to get? And I said, we don't really know a whole lot about anything with this. She was supposed to give me all this information, and then the woman that she got the dogs from, it just, like, as soon as she got the dogs, that woman was out. Like, the woman that surrendered them, she was kind of, like, out. Like, she was, like, you got the dogs, you're, okay, I'm out. Like, the whole situation's kind of sad. So we don't really know a whole lot about them. Last night, Alex was like, I don't even know if they're from the same litter. So then I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, they don't look alike. I go, well, they seem like they're the same age and they play together. And he goes, okay, that doesn't mean anything, though. He goes, they could have just been, like, these dogs could have been picked up off the side of the road. Because our friend told us. She's like, oh, no, she was, like, in this, like, small country towns in, like, Kentucky and stuff. She's like, people leave dogs and puppies just on the side of the road. They surrender them all the time. It's really sad. It's where a lot of rescues in Kentucky get the dogs from. And so he was like, you don't know. These dogs could have just been from the side of the road or, like, left over at some farm or whatever. And he's like, I don't think they're biological brothers, which is interesting because I can't remember who you are, but I will know when I open it. I just got it at the post office box because somebody messaged me and said, they had told me they were going to do it, which was really nice. And I said, you do not have to do this, please don't. But they did it anyway. They got one of those dog DNA tests, which I am going to do because I always want to do it with, like, Boo and Tucker. But I'm going to do it with them. So, and I told Alex, I said, I'll be devastated if I find out that they're not biological. He goes, why? He was like, Pee-Pee and Boo and Tucker were not. Boo and Tucker were, but Pee-Pee wasn't. They got along just great and were brothers. I was like, yeah, you're right. So anyway, he's like, but I just don't. He goes, I don't know. They look so complete. I go, you don't think they kind of look alike? He goes, no, not at all. I don't think they look anything alike. I go, kind of in their faces. And they're both like looking at us. And I'm like, they don't look anything alike. So then I looked up last night, Shih Tzu and Chihuahua. So they're called Shih-Chis. S-H-I-C-H-I. Shih-Chis or something like that. Anyway, if anybody knows how to pronounce that, let me know. But I looked up puppies, and what was really weird about it was this, okay? I found Shih Tzu Chihuahua puppies that look like Walter, but they don't look anything like Otis. When Otis was supposed to be the OG Shih-Chi. Which is so funny, too, because when you look it up, they call them designer dogs, which is also what they called Boo and Tucker, which were Papatisas. I don't know, why do we call them designer dogs? Does that mean anything? I'm like, designer dogs? Because I guess they're crossbred or something. I'm like, designer dogs? This is literally like, these people had so many dogs that two-bred that they just hadn't, and they didn't have any of the dogs spayed or neutered, and they're getting rid of all those dogs too, I don't know. So anyway, I was like, I don't know. But you know what? It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter if they're biological or not, which I believe they are. But, she sent me a picture of, here, I've got it. Here, I'll show you. She sent me a picture of all three of them. Where's the picture? Let's go back in pictures. She sent me this picture of all three of the dogs, like, when she first saw them all together. Here they are. Okay. So here's Walter. Here's Otis. And here's Loretta in the background. Look at little Loretta. I mean, the thing is, look at Walter's face. Like, he always just, I mean, back then, this was like a week or two. I also kind of don't know if maybe they're like maybe younger than she thought they were. Because when I asked her, I was like, are you sure that, like, you know, anything? She's like, I'm not sure of anything about these dogs. She's like, I just really am not. I just wanted to place them and they needed good homes. But, like, Walter and Otis were about the same size then. So, I don't know. But anyway. She sent me, I'm not going to show it to you guys. She sent me this picture of them, like the front porch. Honest to God, when I saw the picture, I was kind of like, I feel like I'm watching some documentary right now. It was like this front porch, and it was like this teeny, tiny, I mean, they were like, all the dogs were kept in crates on the front porch in the heat in Kentucky. And they're like, we can't have them in the house, and we got to get rid of these dogs because we can't, I mean, I don't know, the whole thing made me sad. Anyway. But now they're home and they have a good home. So, so Alex last night was like, well, what's so funny is they play together so well. So they just run up and down that ramp in the bedroom. Because we got the, you know, the staircase ramp thing. They run up and down that ramp all night long. So anyway, so then I came downstairs and then Alex was getting ready. He was watching, oh, he and his girlfriend, no, that was when I was laying down. We're watching Love Island. He was looking at TikToks. And so I said, are you going to bed? He's like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. He had a meeting real early this morning, and then he went to brunch with his girlfriends to Verde up the street. He and two of his girlfriends that he works with. They went up to Verde, this Mexican restaurant up the street that we love, and had brunch. And so he was like, I got to be up real early. His meeting was like at 8 o'clock this morning. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take them downstairs. Well, I'm trying to, because I stay up late. I'm not changing that. I'm just not. Like, I mean, I've had so many dogs and stayed up late through the years. Like, when they get tired, I'll put them to sleep, and I'll get up when they, like, need to get up in the morning. But I'm also trying to get them a little bit close to my schedule, right? So, took them downstairs, and then they were in the corner, and they were playing and running around and stuff, and I watched Big Brother last night. Then when I got done with Big Brother, I was like, I don't know what to watch. I honestly was going to start watching The Valley. But I'm like, I cannot start any more shows until I get caught up. And also, I didn't want to watch a lot of true crime. People have recommended, like on Hulu, there's like Mr. and Mrs. Murderer I want to watch. There's like a couple of true crime shows that I want to watch. But the thing is that I have not made the reactions to those videos yet, and I don't want to get it all in my head. Like PI Moms, Storm Area 51, there's another true crime that I watched. So I think I need to kind of like, tonight I'll watch true crime. I'm loving the true crime again. I think I'm kind of like ready. Did I say this? Maybe I said this in my, so I filmed today. I filmed a Peterisms video, a Peter Does Stuff video. I did an unboxing of my Peter Does Stuff video. And then I did, and then I did a TV reaction to Big Brother. So, I've been wanting to do this video to Big Brother. I had so much fun making that video. So see, I did good today. I filmed 3 videos today. Didn't think I was going to film any videos. Tomorrow, Alex is like, are you going to film any videos tomorrow? I was like, I don't know. I want to do a review. So I might do a review out here. I haven't done a review in forever. And I have these ice cream things that I bought from Costco. Okay, I'll tell you what they are, all right? I think I told this the other day. Did I show them in the hall? I must have shown them in the hall. Because I wanted these. They had snickerdoodle They had snickerdoodle ice cream sandwiches. And right next to them, they had caramel corn ice cream bars, like that are covered like in caramel, like vanilla ice cream with caramel, I think. And today at Trader Joe's, I got dulce de leche ice cream for tonight while we're watching the movie. I got a couple treats at Trader Joe's tonight. I don't really have the treats around the house anymore, so I was like, tonight we're going to do movies tonight and tomorrow then. Alex might have plans tomorrow night. He doesn't have any plans yet, but he might. So I was like, if I'm just going to watch shows and stuff and be around the house this week, and then I'm going to have some treats. So I got some peanut butter covered popcorn. What else did I get? Oh, Caroline got this like waffle candy bar from Trader Joe's that she loves, so I got that. And then, anyway, but I want to do these ice cream bar reviews because I haven't had one yet because I've been eating chocolate covered bananas and chocolate covered strawberries that I got from Trader Joe's. By the way, I want to ask, has anybody, okay, I did a review of this like a year or two ago. The cheesecake, the Trader Joe's cheesecake ice cream cones. They're fantastic. But I don't know what happened to the ones that I got. The one, and maybe I don't remember them, they're still fantastic. Well, first of all, they're bigger than I thought they were. I thought they were really, really small, like that big, but they're not. They're like that big, and they're like kind of thick. And so, I mean, you would not want to have like, one of them is like the size of like a piece of cheesecake, in all honesty. Like, you wouldn't need more than one of those. But, so, what I do is, I put one of the ice cream cones. The camera stopped. Am I really at a half an hour already? I was only going to vlog for a short period of time today. Anyway, what I do is I put one of the ice cream cones in a bowl. Do you guys like, are you like, okay, when I was a little kid, I would go to 31 Flavors with my mom, Baskin Robbins. I always they had a water fountain in there with those, you know, the paper cups that are like, you know, like that. What's that called? Anyway, the cone cups. I'd always have to like drink like cold water while I was eating ice cream. I love it. So anyway, so I always do that to this day. I have to be cold water in a glass, not a plastic cup, but a glass. And I have to, while I'm eating anything ice creamy treat. So what I do is I put this is what I've done the 2 or 3 times I've done it. So from Trader Joe's, they have chocolate covered bananas, chocolate covered strawberries. So those are kind of healthy, right? And then I got these cheesecake ice cream cones. Well, I put like an ice cream cone and then some of the strawberries or some of the bananas in the bowl. Those are really good. I really like those. But something tastes different to me about these cheesecake ice cream cones, unless I don't remember them correctly. They have like some caramel or some, I don't know. They taste different to me. They're stickier. So there's something sticky with them. But I like them. I still like them. They just don't taste the same as I remember them tasting. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so last night I was like, I don't know what to watch. Because I'm watching all these shows now. I'm watching Ozark and Outer Banks, and I'm loving, well, I just finished Poker Face, but I'm loving watching like 2 episodes of this, an episode of that. It is really kind of fun, because I'll be honest with you, sometimes when I binge watch a show, unless it is so binge worthy, like the show that I watched last night, the night before, unless it is so binge worthy that I cannot stop watching it, sometimes I'll watch 2 or 3 episodes, and then I get kind of bored. So, like, The Strain, I'm watching, so there's like 3 shows that I'm watching like a couple episodes every couple nights. Well, the night before, I started this show called Revival. Now, if you don't know about the show, I don't know if it's based off the one that's out of Australia that I watched. You guys remember I watched that show a couple years ago? 2 years ago, I don't know what the show, The Returned or something like that. But I like these shows where the dead come back to life. Not necessarily zombie-like, but they just come back to life and they're like, what happened? I died in 1800. You know, that kind of thing. But anyway, I love those shows. So I love zombie shows, I love apocalyptic shows, and I love when the dead return. So anyway, is there more dead return shows? Let me know in the comment section below and I'll watch them. I will watch any dead return shows. But it's the Australian one. It was like 3 seasons. The one guy was like a Viking, remember? And then the woman was like the wife of the guy, like the sheriff, and then he like got married to her best friend, and then she came back and she was pissed. Do you remember? It was so good. I love that. People said it was bad, but I liked it. What was it called? Here, let me look it up. Oh, this is what I was going to say earlier, because I can feel it right now. My lower back has been hurting. I don't know if it's because I'm sleeping on my stomach or because I haven't been walking, but I think it's because I haven't been walking, because that went away when I was walking. Like, my lower back was like really feeling better. Australian. Yeah, and the one girl, her parents were real religious and they thought she was like of the devil. Australian show about dead people. I need to put my reading glasses on, but not. I think I hear Laura coming back. Glitch? Is that what it was called? The Australian television show where people come back from the dead is called Glitch. And the series, 7 people return. Is this it? Oh yeah, see? It is that. I like that show. That show was good. But I binge watched that whole series. But anyway, so if you know any of those shows about the dead returning. So this show is called, it takes place in Wausau, Wisconsin. And it is about this small town and the dead come back. And so the CDC is there and they're trying to figure out why the dead have come back. But it's not like everybody, it's everybody that died on like this specific day or like after that or something, I don't know. There's like 47 dead people that came back in this town. And then, I mean, I'll be honest with you, because it just came out this year. There's a lot of political commentary if you want to read into that, okay? Because they're keeping people in, like, these camps, and they're locking them up just because they're returned. They call them revivers. They call them revivers if they come back. And then there's people that are hiding out. They're not really revivers. So it's kind of political commentary a little bit. About a lot of different things. So, but I like the show. I think the show is really good. So last night, when I started it, I was like, I don't know, the acting's not great. This is kind of corny. Is the show solid? Because what happens is they return, like on Glitch, they return the guys in the cemetery, like that night people are following people home and things like that. But in this one it happens, and then it's like 40, I think it's like, maybe it's 47 days later, it's not 47 people that return, I don't know, maybe it's 52, I don't know how many people return. But anyway, here I'll read it to you, the synopsis. Who is out there talking? I hear, oh. It's my neighbor across the street. It was not Laura, she's talking to somebody. Revival. Anyway, last night, I got one episode left, because it's coming out one a week. This is why I don't watch the shows unless they're all out, because now I'm pissed. I was standing in Trader Joe's today thinking about how I couldn't wait to like eat this ice cream and watch this show tonight, and then I was like, I can't even finish the show, because Peacock. Because only 7 episodes are out, and it's 10 episodes total. When does it come out? What days? On a miraculous day in rural Wisconsin, the recently deceased suddenly returned to life. But these are not zombies. These are not zombies. As the revived appear and behave just as they did before. As the mystery of this phenomenon fuels unrest, Dana Cypress, a down on her luck and crass police officer and single mother, I don't know if I'd consider her crass, is thrust into a peculiar murder investigation, one where the murder victim is now alive, and everyone, whether living or revived, is a suspect. Her dad is also the sheriff. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Episode 8 came out last night, so I have 2 episodes to watch. Episode 9 comes out... Last night's episode was called A Rose and a Thorn. You know that game you play where it's your rose and your thorn for the day? Should I start giving my rose and my thorn for the day on everything? Okay. And then next week's is called Mother of Babylon. And then I guess it's the finale the week after that. Shows about the dead returning. I'm liking scary shows this summer about the dead returning. Has anybody got a real scary show? I think I might watch... Somebody said yesterday in my vlog, they said Broadchurch is so good. I was like, I'm so excited. You guys, it is windy. It is a late summer, early fall evening. Oh my God, Witch's Sister. I was going to finish that whole series this summer. I'm on book 1. Why did I just think that? You know, and I will tell you this, though, while I was reading Witch's Sister, I was kind of thinking this is more of a Halloween-y kind of book. So we won't get real upset about that. I'm still 20 books ahead of my schedule. Shows about a dead girl in high school. Oh, school spirits, I bet. Dead people coming back to life. Okay. Several TV shows explore... Oh, this is right here. This is it. That's Revival right there. It's the woman in the barn. Several TV shows... You don't know who she is, so I didn't ruin it for you, because you don't know that there is a woman in a barn. Several TV shows explore the concept of deceased individuals returning to life. Resurrection and The Return both feature towns where the dead came back. While Manifest... Oh my God, I love that show. So cheesy. So cheesy, but so good. Focus on the plane's passengers who appear after being presumed dead. Additionally, Glitch, Netflix, portrays the inexplicable return of deceased individuals in a small Australian town. Resurrection. The series, based on the novel The Return by Jason Mott, centers on a small town in Missouri where deceased individuals inexplicably return, forcing the community to confront their past. One of these shows I did watch. The Return. This show, also based on the French series Les Revenants, follows the residents of a small town where deceased people begin returning, disrupting their lives and forcing them to re-examine their past. Which one of those did I watch? One of them I watched. The Return. Let's look it up and see. American TV show. There's no pictures. Anyway, I'm real into those shows. So I watched that last night. So I've got episodes 7 and 8 to watch tonight. Then I was in Trader Joe's and I was thinking, maybe I should just wait until I'm completely done, you know? And then when it's all out, and then I'll watch it. I added something to my list last night. I can't remember what it was that I added to my list. But I did. I added something to my list last night to watch. Pulling you in a little closer. Strumming my... What's that song? By Lauryn Hill? Well, it wasn't originally by Lauryn Hill, but... Killing me softly with his song. I'll tell you what I am not. I am no American Idol. That should be my thumbnail. I'm never going to remember that. Where was that at? 10 minutes and 27 seconds. Something like that. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly. She's talking about Melissa over there. Tomorrow something with Melissa. I don't know Melissa. There's not a Melissa in this neighborhood. I know my friend Melissa. My friend Melissa is in Los Angeles right now seeing Lady Gaga for the 4th time since the tour started. Twice in Las Vegas, and now she's seen her twice in Los Angeles. She loves her some Lady Gaga. She also loves her some New Kids on the Block, which I always call Backstreet Boys. They have a residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas right now. Did you know that? We should go to my vlog and see. Should we read some comments? Okay, so that was last night. So then they were both asleep by 2 o'clock. I sat there. Oh my God, I had so much fun. Oh my God, I made decaf coffee. They were all snuggled next to me. And it was just so nice last night. It just was so cozy. And I am so much happier, you know? And I just feel a little bit more relaxed each day goes by. And it was just so much fun watching a scary show with them sleeping right next to me. I had a little blanket over them and stuff like that. They loved it. So then I went to bed. And then I got up today. Took them out. All the neighbors were out. All the neighbors were wanting to come over and see them. And they're like... My neighbor across the street, he's like, I can tell the little one does not like his leash. They don't, either one of them. I'm trying so hard, you guys, with the leash training thing. They do not like it at all. They definitely do not like the harnesses. They do not like the harnesses at all. But they're learning. We're trying, okay? They've kind of got everything else. I mean, so quickly, like the stairs. Now... when I take them out, because like I'll open the door, because I was carrying them in and out, right? So I open the door, got them on their little leash to take them out, bring them back in, you know, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, but they like, Otis is so funny. He just like hops right up the stairs. He like hops up this stair, and then like they stand there until I open the door, and then I like open the door, and then they hop inside. And so anyway, they're so sweet, both of them. They are the sweetest boys. And I tell them every night, I say, you know, I'm your dad. This is your other dad. This is your house. We love you very much. You're the best boys. I tell them that every night. You have to tell your dogs and your cats and your ferrets and your fish. You have to tell them all those good things. You have to tell them the good, it's called the good things. You have to tell them those things. Because they don't know. They don't know. They don't understand it, you know? And so... yeah, and so many people have been like, they hit the jackpot on dads, they hit the jackpot on the house, and whatever. Really, this little house here, they are so happy though. Oh my God, my neighbors next door, they have been unbelievable. They have been so nice. They're very sweet, so yeah. Okay, I was gonna read some, then today I got up, took them out, fed them, took them out again, took Walter out, took Walter and Otis out, brought them in, and then I was like, I think I'm going to film some videos today. And I was going to do a drama video, but I didn't really know what to do a drama video about today. I have a list, and I was looking through it, and I was like, I don't, like, listen, I don't want to get real serious about some stuff on a Friday. I just didn't today. I was like, I do not want to get, people sent me some stuff, and I was like, I mean, maybe I'll make the video next week. So my plan is next Monday, like I said yesterday. Next Monday when I, like, is to start posting videos regularly. But today I filmed 4 videos today. I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself. Filmed 4 videos, did all this kind of stuff, ran errands, got doctor's appointments all figured out. I've been on it today. So, which is interesting. I feel less tired today than I had the last couple days. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm energized. They do kind of give me make me feel like I have a little bit more of a purpose, so that's good. But, so then I was like, I'm going to film a video. So, I think I filmed my I filmed my Peterisms video first, because I wanted to start my Peterisms channel like on a good note, like on August 1st, like going into the last month of summer. So I did that one, and then I was going to do PI Mom's reaction, but I was like, no, I want to do a Big Brother video. So I did my Big Brother video, and then I did an unboxing of the Shy Wolf candle unboxing. Somebody asked me about that yesterday. I told the story on there. And then Marissa sent me a huge birthday box, which was it's really cool stuff and really sweet. Marissa, you know I love you. Marissa is so sweet. She's the best gift giver in the entire world, and she also gives me weather warnings, because she doesn't live too far from here. And so she knows, like, and she's got an inside scoop on the weather stuff, so she knows, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say or not, but anyway, so she knows, like, when the weather stuff's happening. So I'll always get, like, a direct message from her, and she'll be like, just so you know, tornadoes moving through, or thunderstorms, or whatever. I love that. So anyway, and it's, whenever people send me cards, postcards, I mean, it is so nice when people send me anything that I always show it on my Peter Does Stuff video I do unboxing. So Marissa let me know that box was there. So I went and got that with Caroline the other day. And then today, I got the DNA testing, so I'll show that next week. But people on here actually ask about what happened with the Shy Wolf box. So the last time I talked about it on here, part of the problem is I'll talk about something on here and then I forget it. Or I'll talk about it to a friend and then I forget to do anything about it, right? If you saw my list of things in there, it's because I'm so lazy. So lazy. The list of things, some of the things in there, like the fireplace... Here it is, another summer, the fireplace. That's the appointment. Oh, shoot, tomorrow's Saturday. Monday, I need to make that fireplace appointment, okay? Because I cannot let another summer come and go, and I'm not waiting until October. And I want the fireplace this year. I want to use the fireplace. So I got to get the fireplace. And people are like, you're giving them a job in August. Well, I think now, enough time has passed, they're probably already fixing fireplaces for the winter. So... And I know it's not the painting job, because when they did the roof, the woman that owned the roofing company, she was so nice to look up there, and she told me, she said, there's nothing wrong with your fireplace. So then, there's something that's wrong. They're going to have to come out there and clean it. It just probably needs to be cleaned. I mean, it hasn't been cleaned in forever. So, I got to call the fireplace place, all that kind of stuff. I have to schedule the appointment for the what do you call it, the back patio doors to be replaced. But now Alex can get them open. They're still broken. They still need to be replaced. But Alex can now open them and close them and take the dogs out back. So I'm like, okay, but we still have to get those replaced. There's something else on the list. I've got stuff on that list that's been on there for 4 months. That I'm like, I've got videos that I was going to make 4 months ago. Baby, nobody cares that Judy Smith did this in a video 5 months ago. I mean, then I just have to scrap the video and be like, I'm not going to do that. I mean, nobody cares anymore. You know what I mean? So, what was I saying, though? So yeah, so coming back on Monday, I don't know what I was saying. Coming back on Monday, oh, so I did the Peter Does Stuff, I did the unboxing. And then I was going to do the review of the ice cream cone, not ice cream, they're like bars on a stick. The caramel corn ones. I call it caramel corn. But anyway, there was a reason why I was telling you about Marissa and the box, or something I was going to tell you with that. Oh, the Shy Wolf candle unboxing. Anyway, I was going to come out here and do a review, but then Alex texted me. He's like, I'm on my way home. He's like, take your time. And I was like, well, let me get these videos up and change, and then we can go. So then he came home, and we left and did that stuff. So anyway, getting so windy outside. Do you know what they call the wind? Mariah. My mom used to say that to me all the time. When Mariah Carey started getting famous, my mom would always say that to me. She'd say, I like that Mariah Carey. She'd go, you know what they call the wind? Mariah. Isn't that a song or something like that? My mom was corny. She was so corny. But I loved her jokes. Like if I was thirsty, I'd say, Mom, I'm so thirsty. She'd say, it's nice to meet you Thursday. I'm Friday. Stupid stuff. So the Shy Wolf candle thing. Whatever day I talked about it last. Okay, so it was weird that I wasn't getting the box. The company is in Canada. When you watch the video, it'll make... I mean, this has nothing to do with why I didn't get the candle, but the owner of it has had a lot of issues going on. She talks about it in the letter. So anyway, but that had nothing to do with why I didn't get the package. The package was... It said damaged or something on here. This mom and her kid are running down the street. Running. It is a nice night for that. But anyway, it just said damaged. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think that, like... I actually just... refilled my subscription to it. How did I find this? No, because it was like... Well, I know the date. So it shipped on 7/2. So let me go back here and see. Because I can see the order. So they email you when it's sent. So here it is. UPS will deliver today, just a little later than expected. And then I got this saying about Shy Wolf Candle, share your thoughts about the newest subscription box. And I was like, that's when I talked about it. UPS, your package is arriving tomorrow. This is the same one, okay? Somewhere on here. Anyway, maybe... Well, it said damaged on there. I don't know where. But anyway, so I got on the website, and there's like a contact thing. And I put in like a message, and I said... something, I was real nice about it. I was like, hey, I don't know what, I mean, literally, they have been, customer service-wise, for a subscription box or a company, Shy Wolf Candles has been incredible. And so I was like, hey, I don't know what happened, but my package was like in transit, and it said that transportation-wise it was damaged or whatever. Literally, like within the hour, not an hour later, 2 hours, it was like within the hour, I got an email back, and whoever sent it to me, I don't know who it was, but was like, here, I think I probably have the email in here. Let's look and see if I can find the email. All I have to do is search Shy Wolf. But they literally emailed me back, and they were like, we're sending you another one right now. I could not believe it. Here it is. Good morning, Peter. I am really, really sorry to hear this. I will have your subscription shipped right away today. New tracking number, thank you. And she sent it to me. And it literally came like 3 days later. I could not believe it. I was like, they were on it. So I was impressed. I was super impressed. But anyway, so I did the unboxing today. Because I usually do like the Shy Wolf Candle unboxings just by themselves. But I did it with Marissa's package too. To like, because you know, not everybody wants to just see a candle subscription box unboxing. So I thought, well, maybe we'll just add it together. So anyway, I was going to read a couple, not all the comments. If I say I'm addressing the comments and I read two, then some people are like, well, just one person's really sad. I thought you were addressing comments. I did. I addressed 2 comments. Okay. Oh my God, here it is. This is so funny. Slope said, Peter, whatever became of your candle order that was destroyed en route? Well, there you go. There's your answer. 18 minutes ago, that comment was left. Oh, that's so crazy. Okay. Laura said, Peter is back in the plants again. I missed a view. It's been a minute. Aww. Well, thank you for that. JoJo Country Girl said, Poker Face gets really good towards the end. It's very odd, though, and whatever happened to Benjamin Bratt, I thought he was still chasing her. Well, they deal with that in season 1, I think, don't they? I like the ending of season 2. Then somebody said, no, it was the second to the last episode if you watch the credits roll. I was like, what? Teresa said, my family just watched the docuseries The Line on Apple TV. So good. What is that? I've never even heard of it. The Line, Apple TV. An examination of a case in which a U.S. Navy SEAL platoon... Oh, okay. Well, I will add that to my list, Teresa. Thank you for letting me know about that. Never heard of it. Oh, here, okay, I feel like everything I talked about in this vlog, why is my hat and... Well, okay, first of all, the problem is, these glasses are like my oldest caddis glasses. Did you see, they don't fit, like, they go like that, okay? I need to buy a new pair, but I'm trying not to right now because I have enough pair that are good. But if I buy one pair, I just won't buy it. Caroline just told me the other day, because we both love this company, Caddis, not sponsored, but she said, I bought 2 pairs and a pair of sunglasses. I go, a pair of reading sunglasses, because I have those already. She goes, no, just a pair of sunglasses and 2 new pairs of readers. Well, the readers are like $100 to $150 each. They're fantastic. I mean, these are heavy-duty readers. I love them, and I wear them all the time. I always get so many compliments on them and stuff like that, whichever style or whatever I wear. And I was like, Caroline, don't tell me that because I want to get on there, but I do not want to, like, I am trying to, like, not spend anything right now. I just spent all this money, like, with the dog stuff. So I might have to order some more. Okay, so these, the newest ones that I have are bigger versions of these. These are the D28s. I thought they were the Porgies, but they're the D28s. So the ones I got are called, like, they're the wide ones, and I like those better, the bigger ones. But anyway, these are still fine. Kaylin said, just finished Mr. and Mrs. Murder on Hulu. So good. Okay, I might have to watch that one. Well, I am going to watch it. I just don't know if I'll watch it this weekend. Fox Cinnamon said, Walter is so cute. Loving Walter Wiggletoes. Oh, Walter Wiggletoes. Cauliflower said, regarding Crystal Waters' case, did you know that her boyfriend had been arrested and was recently found guilty of her murder? So great to see she got justice. Okay, so I think I watched it last fall, and I knew that the case was going to court like in January or February. But then I kind of forgot that the case was going to court. I'm kind of really surprised, and I know when I say this, you guys will go, it did get a lot of media attention. If it got a lot of media attention and YouTube videos made about it, I did not see that. So but I don't watch a lot of that, like the all that kind of stuff. So I would, you know, the YouTube videos about like the cases and whatever. So I would maybe, unless it's a case that I'm really like watching closely. So I would maybe not, I mean, the murder, I kind of watched some of that closely. So I would maybe not know if it was highly publicized, but the Crystal Rogers case, I did not know that. So thank you for that had happened. That is a great documentary and very, very sad and tragic. Christy said, love all the pictures. So happy to hear you're going to watch Valley. Oh my God, Christy. I think of you every single time I think about watching it. 2 more parts left of the reunion. Thanks for the vlog. Love you. How many episodes is The Valley this season? Valley. Do you know what's so crazy is? I hated Kristen Doty on Vanderpump Rules. Hated her. Couldn't stand her. She's now like my favorite person on The Valley. I feel like she has completely redeemed herself. Well, not completely. I mean, she takes ownership for what she said back in the day, though. Like, if you watch the show, she takes ownership. She's one of the only Bravo stars that has ever gotten on video. Like, they act like this shit doesn't... Ramona Singer, she acts like, what? Never happened. Kristen Doty, like, she's at a dinner table, and they, like, all confront her about, like, the stuff that happened back on Vanderpump Rules. How many episodes? Okay. 15?! Christy! Oh, my Lord, you should have told me. I should have been catching up with this a long time ago. Rose. Hey, Rose! Cauliflower said... You were talking so fast toward the end, my head was spinning. Karis said, yesterday I watched a true crime documentary. I know all you guys DM me, and I know you're one of them, Karis, that says my real name is actually like Judy. I know it's not Judy, but I don't, my memory's not that great with names, so I apologize. But I know you just messaged, because she'll like sign it and put like Karis on YouTube, and like, but her name is something else. Anyway. I'm Not a Monster on HBO. It's so good. 10 out of... Is that the Lois Reese story? I'm Not a Monster? I feel like I just watched that one. Or I didn't just watch it, but... The Scream series. Oh, baby, I love the Scream series. I know they're problematic, the last couple ones, but I love the Scream series. I've watched all of them. I love, love, love them. Do you want to know a weird story? So, the very first Scream movie, back in the day when I was with my ex... I would get home from work earlier than him, and I would always take a nap, okay? Well, you know the scene when Neve Campbell lays down, and then Rose McGowan calls her and tells her that she's going to pick her up? That part, you know, at the very beginning? I would always watch that scene when I was going to, like, to take a nap, and it was all scary. It would make me feel real cozy. I loved it. The other thing is that the gym at our apartment complex that I worked, this is when I was, like, rigorously working out. Every time I would come in there, it would always be like USA TV, and I felt like they constantly were playing that movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Do you remember when Ryan Philippe is in like the gym and he's working out? It was always that scene when I was on the treadmill running. But I love the Scream series. Oh my God, Celeste said, went to Patachou for breakfast this morning and thought of you. It's going to be my husband and I's new favorite breakfast spot. So good, had the blueberry coffee. Oh my God, and broken yolk sandwich. Celeste, you live in Indianapolis. Oh my God, well if you see me come, please say hi. Please, I would love to meet you. Ashlyn said, Steve Buscemi Shimmy. Okay, I just have to say, you guys know that I've covered the JoJo Siwa thing on my drama channel. Well, some of you know, about her singing Betty Davis Eyes, which I think is a travesty, okay? Because I love that song by Kim Carnes. But have you seen the meme where it's JoJo Siwa in that blonde wig and that outfit and whatever that she sings the Kim Carnes song in. But she's got Steve Buscemi's eyes, and it says Steve Buscemi eyes underneath. I have to look this up because it's so funny. Steve Buscemi. I actually really like him as an actor. JoJo Siwa. Hold on a second. I feel like this is going to stop any second. I found it right as the camera stopped. Hey, how are you?
Peter.
It's good to see you. Okay, if you guys have not seen this, you're going to die. Look, JoJo Siwa. She's got Steve Buscemi eyes. Let it focus. This is the kind of stuff that cracks my ass up, okay? Okay, Ashlyn, I have to say, that is probably one of the best comments I've ever received on any video, ever. I have to remember this. Okay, I'm screenshotting it, because I'm using that for my drama channel from now on. Ashlyn, I am totally stealing that from you. I'm Steve Buscemi Shimmy. Okay, whoever said what in the Hello Kitty, and now, Ashlyn, did you say what in the Hello Kitty? Girl, are you a stand-up comedian or something like that? Princess said, man, I thought he said Walter Wiggleton's. No! Lindsay said, I can't with the puppies, they are so precious. Aww. A good crazy documentary is Class Action Park. It's crazy how this park was even allowed to stay open. Is that the water park? I was not as wowed by that. Tanya Jean loved that documentary. Is that the water park where kids went down and they got like hurt and stuff like that? I think I did watch that. I thought it was good. I just wasn't like... Lindsay said the Bloom and Onion review. Elsa said Walter should be nicknamed Waltz. That's kind of a cute nickname. Coffee said, finally, Broadchurch. Girl, what is your name? Your profile picture looks so familiar to me. Did you change your name on here? Or do you DM me on Instagram and I just am not connecting the dots right now? I think that might be it. Your profile picture always looks so familiar to me. Anyway, yes, I'm starting Broadchurch because of you. Are you the one that always tells me to watch it? I've wanted to watch it forever. I'm like starting to I am so into the mystery thrillers right now, so thank you for the recommendation. And I love coffee too. Catherine said, seeing you cuddle those puppies really warms my heart. Aww. Lunala said Otis's nickname should be Odie, pronounced Odie. O-A-T. Oh, Odie. Like not Odie, like from Garfield, but I like that. All kinds of people are walking down the street today. Natalia said, when I first started watching you, you were doing all of your videos in this very chair. I miss seeing you in this environment. Thank you for bringing back a lot of great memories. Aw, your puppies are absolutely adorable. Much love to you all. Okay, so one of the reasons why I don't do videos in my arm is itching. It's like right down here. One of the reasons, not my armpit, okay, but I would totally scratch my armpit if it was itching, but that's not it. Am I just that YouTuber that just gets on here and just admits to anything? Pick your nose, whatever. What was I saying? Okay, so the reason I don't do videos in the chair anymore is because it's just easier to sit in the bedroom with the light. And that's just the honest God truth. I've thought so many times about going back and filming in the chair. So if I sit in the chair, I just spit on my phone. If I sit in the chair, I have to set up the ring light, okay? So I think I've talked about this before, which is no big deal. I mean, it literally takes like a minute or two. It's just a lot easier to do it in the bedroom. It's just a lot easier for me, and then I just carry everything up there, and then when I'm done, I just clean up the bedroom, I put the pillows back on the bed, and then it's easy peasy cover, girl. We're done, baby, we're done with the videos. But I do miss filming in the chair. I guess this is what I would like to know, okay? Convince me of this. First of all, I will say this. If you remember, okay, the chair is old as hell. Okay, that chair is old as hell. And, I mean, it is warped. If you saw the cushion on it, Boo Radley used to dig in it. And so I said, Well, when Boo Radley passes away, we're getting a new chair. Now, I have looked, okay, online, on Wayfair and other places. I had chairs picked out. I had ottomans picked out. Somebody actually just recommended this place to me not too long ago. I'd never even heard of this furniture store, and it was really reasonable. So you would get a chair and you get an ottoman, and Alex loves the mismatching kind of things. She bought a chair. I don't know who recommended it to me, but I looked it up online, and it was really reasonable. Like, a chair was like $300, an ottoman was like $100. That's pretty fair, okay, in today's time, for a big chair, an ottoman. And they would, like, take that one out. You could, like, pay them, like, I think it was, like, $30 to take that one out and, you know, whatever. I am so glad I did not get another chair because Otis and Walter, like, Walter digs in it. And I'm like, you know what? Until they are over this puppy phase, we're keeping that old-ass ratty chair. We're keeping it. I'm just going to keep that chair until it's, let them destroy it. Let them destroy the chair until they dig in it, you know, and Otis just sits up there and he slobbers on the edge of it. And I'm just like, let them just enjoy the chair until they're over the puppy phase, and then we'll get a new chair, you know? It's not that big of a deal. But that's why I don't film there anymore. But, no, not because of them, because of the ring light. The ring light's really the reason. The ring light is behind the chair in the corner. So, when I film inside in front of the computer, behind me there's a ring light behind the chair. That's Alex's ring light. So, like, on Fridays when he has meetings, he sits in that leather chair that's behind me inside. When I'm sitting in front of the computer, there's a leather chair behind me against the bookshelves. He has like a little desk, like plastic desk thing there. He puts a ring light in front of him because he's on like a Zoom meeting. And so he's very professional with all of it. But my ring light is right next to me when I'm sitting next to the computer. It's behind the chair. I haven't brought it out. It's probably dusty. I haven't brought it out in years. Well, probably 2 or 3 years I haven't brought it out. But here's the thing, okay? People tell me all the time they miss me filming the videos in the chair. Oh, the other reason is that, and I know the focus is still bad on my camera on whatever video I'm doing, but in that chair, if you remember, when I'm sitting there, the kitchen, this window right here, you can see behind it. So it's constantly in and out of focus on this window or on my face. So upstairs, it doesn't do that as badly, but it still does it pretty badly. It's the camera. I can't figure out the focus on the camera. I never have, and I've kind of given up on it at this point. I know. It's because I'm lazy. I mean, I've asked so many people. Nobody knows on this camera. But anyway, so, like, you would have to have a very solid background in the bedroom. It's better for that, but it still fades me out. Anyway, but here's my question to you. I am not opposed, like, starting, you know, August, September, to going back and filming videos in the chair. I'm not opposed to doing that. But what is different? This is my question. Like, and I am totally open. You could be like, Peter, I could care less to see you sit in that bed one more time. I will, listen, I will hear that openly, okay? But what's the difference between sitting in the chair, sitting out here, sitting, like, to you? Like, how does it feel different? But I'm asking. Because when people just say, oh, I missed the chair. What about the chair? Is it just because it was the early days of me filming over there? Or did it, bless you. Bless you. Do the videos just seem homier? The camera went to the halfway mark. I don't know. Just what is it? I just want to understand for me. Oh, and the battery is flashing, so I got to get out for it. I can't believe I just said that, and then the battery started flashing. So anyway, I hope you guys... So leave that in the comment section below. Why the chair? Where's your favorite place that I film ever? Ever. Okay, I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Friday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Hope you're having a fantastically fabulous Friday and a fantastic beginning to your weekend. Did I ever say that? I didn't say it that good, though, did I? Anyway, I love you guys. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, everybody. And Lena. Bye. Love you.